Welcome, respected sadhaka friends. Congratulations that continuously trying to pull away the intellect from the lower upadhis and throw them the outer world into the study analysis of the shastras, through that the knowledge, through that the reality. What a toughest of the job. Anybody can take up any period of history or yuga, more so in the Kali Yuga. It's the greatest endeavor, very tough one. So, congratulations for you to be able to do that on a regular basis. So, making ourselves more pure and sharp, subtle, to make this endeavor easier, fruitful, should be our attention on, not in trying to go away from this because of any reasons. We are already in a very good position to be successful in this position or endeavor. What purity to be gained, what mastery over outer situations, inner upadhis to be gained. On that we focus our attention, that we achieve, and see to it that these blessings then yield the results. The result is clear understanding about the truth through the Shastra Jnanam, knowing that realizing the truth is the way for moksha, and understanding the sadhanas outer and inner, doing them. May we all be fulfilling our lives in these endeavors. The 13 Vyaktitwas of Lokasevaka, Dharmasthabaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Sanskrita Bhasha, Gnata, Vyakarana Sahita, let us strengthen in us and such other required Vyaktitvas. Also, we have the blessings to receive by our efforts from the Shastras, Shruti Mata, from the Guru Tattva and Guru Parampara, Guru Ganas, from Sakala Devatas, Bhakya Abhyantara, from the Jagannata Adi Parashakti, also from the Ishvara, and directly from the Param Brahma Paramatma himself. More let us remember this, more let us be tuned to this, more let us wean away from anything contradictory to this by our choice and efforts and prayers. It's a very healthy, good bargain. Definitely in this effort, small little attractions, attachments, involvements, all these may go away, but they are worthy to be given up, because with that calmness, quietness gained in the mind, when the truth itself we are able to reach, approach, which is a giver of moksha from all bondages. Is not this bargain worthy? Isn't it? Spirituality, involvement of ours in it, and intensely involving in it, and slowly unfolding ourselves is like 10 rupees lottery ticket we bought, and we got 10 crores of rupees lottery on that. अब देखो, कंपैरिजन के लिए कह रहे हैं. The effort or sacrifice put is 10 रुपए का, and the result of आत्मानुभूति मोक्ष is 10 करोड़ का, जो बहुत कम है कंपैरेटिवली. बात समझने के लिए कह रहे हैं. So good that we are here and be in that Shastra Adhyana mode maximum. Yes, not easy, but not impossible to I said now, keep on increasing qualifications also. Friends, Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayana is the Grantha we are studying. Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam, 17th Sarga, Grantha Sankhya Anuvarnanam. In that, every of the what do you call Prakaranams, the number of shlokas it has, and the theme that is developed, the jnanam that is given, the result out of it that are being given in this particular 17th Sarga, which we are seeing from quite a good number of days. So in that endeavor, the first portion, the qualified person to study this, Sri Rama has all those qualities. Second is total theme of this Grantha, Yoga Vasishtha, and how it helps us in moksha and its total number of shlokas, 32,000. We have seen all of that. Then we tried to understand about the first three prakaranas, Vairagya Prakaranam, Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam, more in detail, the Utpatti Prakaranam. So, Sthiti Prakarana, Upashama Prakarana, Nirvana Prakarana. These three are there. What are these three containing? As a bird's eye view, as a mental preparation, as an information for inspiration. What is said by Sri Vasishtha ji. Today we will see. If we can see all the three, well and good. If not, two we will see Upashama and Sthiti Prakaranas. Tomorrow we will cover the Nirvana Prakaranam. So with that mental preparation and 18, 19, 20, three more sargas done, we definitely enter into the Utpatti Prakarana Adhyayana, which is 120 and above sargas with 7,000 verses. It's a huge endeavor in today's world by anyone. Somebody can do the Parayanam of it, but talking on also on one chapter its essence is also very tough. Even to tell the summary of it is more difficult because you have to understand the whole thing and synopsis roop mein you have to say. We are not doing that much tough job, yet our job also is tough where every shloka we are trying to chant and explain. This is a Maha tapas in this Kali Yuga with our small little intellects. We are doing. The Ishvara is watching, the Lord is watching, the Devatas are watching, the Guru of this Shastra is watching. They all will be kind and compassionate on us to make this study smoother and also fruitful. Let us do our Prarthana and Sankalpa and enter into study. Thereafter, we'll have Adi Shankara's Tattvopadesha Adhyanam, then our Sankshipta Skanda Purana Parayanam little bit, Mandukya Upanishad Parayanam in our Prasthanatraya Parayanam concluded yesterday. Today we'll be starting Taittiriya Upanishad. Isha Kena Kata Prashna Munda Mandukya. 6 we have done. Then Taittiriya, Aitareya, Shvetashvatara, Chandogya. So Taittiriya Upanishad, Prathama Valli Parayana we will do today, from tomorrow Bhashya. Then Titiya Valli Parayanam, then the Bhashyam. Tritiya Valli Parayanam, then Bhashyam. This way we are trying to pull our all personality layers away from the worldliness and trying to put them in the Paramatma. A very, very tough job. Let us keep on doing with faith. A day will come where all these things become easier and natural. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahanao Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai, Om Shanti, 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo, Brahma Vidya Sampradaya, कर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्वसच्शास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओम शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतं वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। ओम तस्मै श्री गुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यासादि ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषत् योगवासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहास सन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत् परम्परादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषां निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्यादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणात् आरभ्य वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः शाश्वतरूपेण सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा मातापितृदेशधर्म सनातनधर्मभक्ति सेवा श्रद्धादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थमनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्री योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यत सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यमोह कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्मरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ द्वितीय मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणं ग्रंथ संख्यानुवर्णनं नाम सप्तदश सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच. Friends, first one is Vairagya Prakaranam, 1500 shlokas, teaching us the Vairagya Lakshanas. Second is the Mumukshu Vyakti Lakshanas, taught in the second Sarga or Prakaranam, having 1000 shlokas, which we are studying into the 17th one. So the lot of yuktis, upamana, examples are given. Third one is called as Utpatti Prakaranam, in that the entire Jagat of Drashta Drushya, entire Jagat of Asmat Yushmat, entire Jagat of whatever you call it, अहम त्वमिति रूप अनुत्पन्ना फिर भी उत्थिता इव. How it is though anutpanna but uttita iva drishyate mityarupena Gurudeva. So many upamana udharanas are given with were seeing in last 3 days. Such an exhaustive list of so many things in the world as they appear but then still not real. In the same way, the entire Jagat of Drashta Drushya, seer and seen, me and you, and this Aham Tvam Iti Rupini, all of that is just in the ignorance, it is appearing only. And by seeing its so many enchantment forms, etc., we got a habit of taking it to be real. And like in the dream or in a movie, how many enchanting, realistically looking things are projected. Just because of that, are they real? Isn't it? If not real, then don't give the real value. When the value of reality not given, the samsara karana of raga dvesha will not be there. Not only that, absence of samsara raga dvesha is equal to quietness of the mind. In that quiet mind, the substratum that is behind everything that is realized, which is the goal. The goal is to realize the substratum and get mukti once for all from the superimposed. So yesterday we have seen how many examples were given in the Utpatti Prakarana Prasanga. It has got 7,000 shlokas. So 1,500, 1,000, 7,000. So 9,500 हो गए श्लोक 32,000 में. सो 9,500 चले गए तो 32 में 22,500 है भी. So 14.5 will be there in that. 3,000 in one, 17.5. Then remaining 5 in the next sarga. It is like that. We will see it. So yesterday we have seen all the Utpatti Prakarana Sambandhi Vishayas. And the point is, when this Utpatti Prakarana is then the Adhyana is done, of the Jagat Utpatti never happened. That is what is understood. If at all seen and experienced, all those seen experiences are like these so many examples mentioned. Appear but not real, seen but not real, experienced but not real. Reality is something else. In reality, there is no samsara. In this appearance, there is nothing but samsara. Remember the simple thought, don't feel bad for it. Man never suffers, husband ever suffers. Man never suffers, the boss suffers. Man never suffers, the subordinate suffers. Man never suffers, the father suffers. Man never suffers, the friend suffers. The man alone is through some conditioning is friend, is the father, is the husband, is the boss, is the subordinate. The conditions are self-imposed. They can be rejected. Or one can involve in them but not giving so much reality to them. In the same way, the Shuddha Atman in us never suffers. The Jiva, who is the same Atman with the Upadhis, is the one who suffers. As simple as that is the Vedanta in its understanding. That is to be worked out. There are no other ways than knowing the self for moksha. होता तो वही बताते हैं ना शास्त्र. नहीं है. अब एक मार्ग है मोक्ष का, तो why don't you go for it? Why do you look for any other alternatives? Isn't it? बेस्ट मेथड है. अपना निज आत्म स्वरूप को जानो, अनात्म बंधन से मुक्त हो जाओ. Till this knowledge is convinced, we have to keep on listening, studying Shastras. Till after conviction, sitting on the path of sadhana, we have to study Shastra. Till the sadhana becomes steady, only helping our Shastra. Till we reach the last point of realization, Shastra is the only support. Whether we realize or not, again the confirmation is done by the Shastra. Then after realization, how do you pass the time? Talking on Shastra only for all others, telling them this is how I got the Jnana, Sadhana, Moksha. Please, everybody can do the same. Isn't it a good path? It is. One can do it. Now let us go into our next fourth Prakaranam, Sthiti Prakaranam. Vairagya Prakaranam, Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam, Utpatti Prakaranam, Sthiti Prakaranam, Upashama Prakaranam, then Nirvana Prakaranam. So what is about the Sthiti Prakaranam? Fourth one, we have 1, 2, only 3 mantras. In this 3.5, let us chant that and see the meaning very short. Narayana. Om. ततः स्थितिप्रकरणं चतुर्थं परिकल्पितं त्रीणि ग्रन्थसहस्राणि व्याख्यानाख्यायिकामयम् इत्थं जगद् अहं भाव रूपस्थितिम् उपागतं द्रष्टुदृश्यक्रमं प्रौढम् इति अत्र प्रकीर्तितं परिकीर्तितं दशदिङ्मण्डला भोग भासुरोऽयं जगद्भ्रमः इत्थम् अभ्यागतः वृद्धिम् इति तत्रोच्यते चिरम्. This is the only 4 shlokas. About the fourth Sthiti Prakaranam. So tataha, thereafter. Whereafter, after the Utpatti Prakaranam, 7,000 shlokas are explained. About Utpatti never happened. Tataha, Sthiti Prakaranam. The Sthiti chapter. Prakaranam is context. Prakaranam means chapter. Sthiti chapter. Sthiti Prakaranam. Chaturtham, fourth one. Parikalpitam, very beautifully given. परिकल्पिता इज नॉट इन द अदर सेंस कि बहुत अच्छी तरह कल्पना करके रखा. या कल्पिता इज क्रिएटेड. परिकल्पिता इज वेरी ब्यूटिफुली created or made or taught by the Guru Maharaj Vaashishtha ji, and equally beautifully heard by Ramji and others, and so wonderfully is given a book form by Sri Valmiki ji for posterity for all of us. Parikalpitam Chaturtham Sthiti Prakaranam. Okay? Tatah Sthiti Prakaranam Chaturtham Parikalpitam. How many mantras in it? Trini Grantha Sahasrani. 3,000 shlok. So 1.5 plus 1, 2.5 plus 7, 9.5 plus 3, 12,500 so far. So Trini Grantha Sahasrani. And this is also Vyakhyana Akhyayika Mayam. Vyakhyana means lengthy elaborate explanations. And the support of Akhyayikas. The stories and some logics, etc. are fully taken help of to teach us the subject matter. Okay? Trini Grantha Sahasrani, 3,000 shlok, Vyakhyana, stories, Vyakhyana means commentaries, explanations, elaborations. Akhyayika Mayam, giving the Akhyayika story. And one story we will see now in the next text, next class in our Adi Shankara Krita Tattva. So Vyakhyana Akhyayika Mayam. Be prepared to. While studying all these only, at what level of Manabuddhi we are there, that is understood, we can feel bad about it. And also, by grace and effort, we can even make ourselves qualified. And definitely, the effort of ours to study Shastras sharpens the Buddhi. Because process ही ऐसा है. विचारणा करना पड़ते है ना सुनने के टाइम समझने के लिए. So that takes away the cobwebs of the buddhi, rust of the buddhi. शास्त्र सत्संग का ये बढ़िया सा फायदा है. So त्रीणि ग्रंथ सहस्राणि व्याख्यान आख्यायिकामयम. Then what is the subject that is taught in the Sthiti Prakaranam? As the Sthiti, the name goes by, Ittam Jagat, this entire world of Drashta, Drishya, of Aham Tvam Ityadi, be attentive. Aham Bhava Rupa Sthiti Upagatam. It is because of the strong Aham Bhava, Ahankara, me, Aham. Because of that Aham's so much of value given, the Idam also become given so much value. They are complementary to each other. When the Idam is valued, loved, or cared more, given reality, the corresponding aham also becomes stronger. The other way around is when the aham is so strongly substantiated, then the idam rupam jagat is given longevity reality. The giving the jagat long life, giving the jagat reality is called as sthiti. Therefore, if jagat utpatti is mayamayam, then the jagat sthiti is ahankaramayam. Like based on this only, in our Drug Drishya Viveka, our Adi Shankarji very clearly says, Ahankara Suktau. Hmm. Hmm. भवेद् देहोऽप्यचेतनः अहङ्कारविकासार्थं स्वप्न सर्वस्तु जागरः. When the ahankara is zero, laya in the nidra, neither deha bhana is there, bhanam, nor the jagat bhana. When the ahankara is woken up, half of it, swapna. There only the under sukshma manonirmita jagat is there, not bahya. But ahankara vikasa, pura, sarvahatu. पूरा अहंकार 100% वेकम होता है, then the जागृत अवस्था where the entire outer jagat is so clearly seen, related, liked or disliked, involved, obtained, indulged, enjoyed, suffering, ये सारा अहंकार का ही खेल है. स्थिति प्रकरणम talks on this topic exhaustively. So where is the स्थिति to the jagat? Aham. है ना? To this aham, as many the covers or layers or dresses we put, so many the jagats are so expanded the jagat becomes. Like a person in a village, rustic. He is just very less aham in him. Therefore, for him the jagat is his house, his family, kheti badi, that's it. Maybe one or two neighbors, one or two relatives. There's no jagat to him at all. But the other one who's ahankara is so much. Maybe because of his buddhis jnanam, that he is a scientist, a doctor, or a politician, etc. Is not, his jagat is bigger and bigger. जितना हम बड़ा होता है उतना उनका जगत बड़ा भी होता है, लंबा भी रहता है, सत्य भी होता है. Therefore, सर्वाहंकारी सर्व जगत is real. निरहंकारी निरहंकारी the whole jagat is not at all there. It's a subject which is so important to study, which takes away so many illusions from our heart. This Sthiti Prakarana Adhyanam of 3000 shlokas is a very potent and powerful one. It brings to our cognition one of the very tough things to digest, that the entire edifice of the Jagat and Samsara is Aham Sthita, Aham Bhava Rupa Sthita. Because of the Aham Bhava, the entire Jagat Sthiti is there. So, without any Ahankara, when you see the whole world as Jagat Bhagavan Maya, then the Jagat will be there, it won't become samsara. When this Aham is merged in the Bhagavan Bhakti, Sarvam Bhagavan Mayam only we can see. There is no Jagat seen. A Bhakta becoming Nirahankari, Nirvami, therefore entire Jagat is for him is Sri Ramamaya. Vedanti also, his own individualized ego with Upadhis is giving the value to the world. Aham with the Deha giving to that world related. Aham with the Indriyas giving reality to the world of Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasagandha. Aham with the Mana is giving reality to the world of emotions. Aham with the Buddhi is giving reality to the world of the knowledges of the ephemeral world. All the knowledge about the world is ignorance only. The real knowledge of the world is there is Brahman alone. Everything else is projected on it, how much ever it is enchanting or having the Vyavahara value. Isn't it? Ahankara sthitam ittam jagad aham bhava rupa sthitim upagatam. Sthiti Mupagatam. Jagat got the sthiti because aham bhava. That is how the whole prakarana explains. The sthiti prakarana explains the sthiti of the jagat is because of ahankara. So the sadhana, therefore, remove the ahankara, jagat is not there for you to bind you. Just like nidra. So in the jagrat, as in nidra there is an ego, no ego. That way when we live, then the jagat persecuting form it will not take for us. How beautiful. We have so strong aham, and because of that strong aham, the mama, namama, and these words are so projected. Like aham doctor. So hospital, my hospital, all the workers, my establishment, my name and fame. व्यवहार में सब उपयोग होता है, डॉक्टर्स होना चाहिए वर्ल्ड में, दैट्स ओके. बट वी आर टेलिंग हाउ द जगत बिकम सो रियल टू हिम, दिस अहम डॉक्टर and that MLA MP, aham MLA MP. So that whole constituency is real to him, है ना. He'll have to take care of it, do सेवा. ये सब व्यवहार के लिए जरूरत है. We are talking the Vedanta. We are talking the absolute truth. है ना. Don't forget the context what we are studying. In the Vyavahara it may be useful, but that is what is binding him. He is not realizing the self. So, Itham Jagad Aham Bhava Rupa Sthitim Upagatam. Where is the whole Jagat standing in? The Aham Bhava. That will be proved exhaustively in this Triti Prakaranam. Now, Drashtu Drushya Kramam. How this Drashta Drushya sequential development happens in this universe world is explained in this Sthiti Prakarana. Praudham. Praudham means very conspicuously, distinctly, the Drashta Drushya उत्पत्ति कैसा होता है, अत्र परिकीर्तितम. So here exhaustively explained the mutual relation between them, and the entire drishya depends on the drashta, the aham. Drashta, when he becomes ahankari, the whole drishya jagat becomes real. Then, very interesting point, dasha ding mandala bhoga bhasuraha ayam jagat brahmaha. Ayam, this jagat brahma, the delusion named as jagat, which is bhasuraha, very conspicuously seen by us, dasha ding mandala, which has got 10 dik mandalas, 10 directions. है ना? What are the 10 directions? North, east, west, south, then north, east, northwest, south, southwest, and up and below. These are called 10 directions. Dasha disha. So, dasha dingmandala abhoga bhasuraha ayam jagat brahmaha. This entire world of delusion called as world, itham abhyagataha. In this way it has come. Vruddhyam iti. This is how it has developed. This is how it has become realistic. This is how it has obtained it. Sthiti, permanency, continuation. Then taken by us as real. Then we are well involving in it. Then well mujhe maar, we are bound by this world. So this is how the snake has got projected on the rope. This is how it is sustained. This is how we involve in our fear with it. That's how it is persecuting us with fear. In this way, this Jagat with all the Dasha Dishaye, in this way it has got Abhyagataha arrived, Sthit Vruddhim has developed and stabilized. All these topics, Tatra Uchyate Chiram, and staying for a long time, as if it's long and permanent. All this is explained in this Chaturtha Sthiti Prakaranam. So जगत स्थिति प्रकरणम का दो टॉपिक है. एक अहंकार के ऊपर जगत पूरा स्थित है, दूसरा वो इस तरह से आकर इस तरह से स्थिति को पाकर हमें बांधता है. In Vedanta, in general life also, diagnosing the problem itself is half of the cure or solution. So you understood what's the problem, isn't it? Solution is very much there. So whatever the causes that are giving sthiti permanency to the Jagat, remove them. So too, the aham on base of which the Jagat is finding reality, reduce that, there is no Jagat. That's why, toughest thing in his life is to give up the ego. When the ego is not given up, the whole world related to ego can never go away. Then we suffer. निरहंकारी बनो तो जगत नहीं रहेगा बांधने को. अहंकारी बनो, जिस जिस तरह का अहंकार है, that type of world. Like Arjuna, he became ahankari. I am a Kaurava or Pandava. Immediately the entire jagat of Pitrun, Pitamahan, Acharya, Matula, Swasura, Putra, Pautra. Whole world has appeared in front of him. Then he correlated. Morning Gita, where with all these people, he had so many gala gala parties in so many occasions of मैरेजेस, हाउस वार्मिंग सेरेमनीज, फेस्टिवल, इतना प्रोग्रामों में अर्जुन ने इन सबको मिले होंगे, मिलके खाना खाए, एक दूसरे को परोसा होगा, आलिंगन किया होगा, might have had shake hands, invitations. With them will have to fight and kill them here. He is totally frightened. How can I do it? My own people. So there his dharma vyaktitva, instead of that, the ahankara vyaktitva came. Immediately, all of them have become his relatives. Instead of understanding it to be a dharmika yuddha, he understood or took it to be very personal. Instead of talking it as a yuddha, he talks it up as murder, murder, murder. Hantum, hantum, hantum. It's not a murder. When you do it for selfish purpose, it is called killing. It is not selfish, for the dharma you are doing. You can't call it as a murder. So the Indian army is not doing the murder of the terrorists. It's not murder. In the protection of the country and its frontiers, those dushtas are being eliminated, neutralized. It's a yuddha. हत्या कैसा होगा वो? Arjuna goes on talking, I can't kill, I can't murder them. Today the interesting, yeta nahantu ichhavi, gnatopi madhusudana. अभी त्रैलोक्य राज्य से हेतु किम्नु मही कृते. For the sake of all three worlds, even if they are offered to me, I am not going to kill these my people. How can I kill them for the small little piece of the land? Let them kill me. Tomorrow we are going to study little more on this morning class in the Gita. So in this way, Sthiti Prakaranam, 3000 shlokas, Sthiti Prakaranam tells us how the whole world's sthiti is based on the ahankara. Sthiti Pragnam also tells that this whole Jagat of Drashtudrishya and whole world of the 10 directions, how it has arrived, Abhyagataha, Vruddhim, developed means became real and stronger. All the details are told, which is the diagnosis for the disease of the world in front of us. If that cause is eliminated, Jagat is not there to persecute us. It is only ignorance because of which we convert the Jagat into samsara, we convert Paramatma into Jagat, Jagat into samsara, and because of samsara we become dukhi. Like the Jivan Muktas are very much in the same familiar world like ours. But why the world is not persecuting them? You know, they removed that ignorance from them, which makes the Paramatma as the world as samsara. For them there is no samsara, there is no world. Sarvam Brahmamayam. Sarvam hi etat Brahma, I am Atma Brahma. They are in that realization. So जगत का उत्पत्ति नहीं हुआ, that was said in the उत्पत्ति प्रकरण. स्थिति भी इन कारणों से है, उन कारणों को इनकार कर दो, then the जगत just fizzles out. Jagat fizzles out means from our perception and knowledge that it is real, that it is other than Paramatma, that is too heavy for me to tackle with, or it is so beautiful I have to desire for it, but I am not able to gain it, maintain it, enjoy it. Yes, our mental hallucinations, mental disturbances, all go away. Shuddha Paramatma Tattva with his Maya, खेल रहा है, खेलन दो, my role is this much, let me do it. That's it. In reality, I am that Paramatma. Sthiti Prakarana guides us in this way. Done? Now let us go to the next Upashama Prakaranam. इतना स्थिति प्रकार अब मेन पढ़ेंगे 3000 श्लोक. So Vairagya Prakaranam, Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam, Utpatti Prakaranam, Sthiti Prakaranam, 4 visa. Synopsis, bird's eye view. An introduction. The contents that are introduced to us, to prepare us mentally, to give us an information, to inspire us. Are such a beautiful topics. So let me go through. A person who is at the intellectual level becomes curious to know all these details once he knows that these are covered in the text. The one who is sold out to the mind and its emotions, senses and its bhoga, body and its laziness, that person's intellect is dull-witted. Is a rogi and bhogi. But a yogi who has brought the chitta into vritti nirodha and the chitta is available for deeper study, for him such shastra jnana is so enchanting. Tattva jnana is enchanting. This is another test whether we are evolving or not. Evolution is when we live life at the Vijnanamaya Kosha level. Living life at Vijnanamaya Kosha is gaining the Vijnana about the Paramatma and also about the whole world. How is it projected on the Paramatma and how it has been illuminated for direct Paramatma Anubhuti and Moksha. Now our intellects are totally lost. No energy. All the time they are used only to fulfill the mind's desires and to fulfill the cravings of the senses and to fight with the people, defeat them. When they defeat us, how to take revenge? सारा दिमाग इसी में सड़ गया. उनसे पूरा बाहर ले आकर शुद्ध करके सूक्ष्म करके एनर्जाइज करो अपने बुद्धि को. देन जाकर द शास्त्र अध्ययन विल बी सो ब्यूटीफुल, सो यूजफुल. मैं तो ये कोशिश करो भैया भगवान शास्त्र अध्ययन शास्त्र ज्ञान प्राप्ति तत्रोक्त साधना निवारण निर्वर्तनम द मोक्ष. For that, how the buddhi has to become shuddha, please bless me. Because सारा खेल बुद्धि में है, विज्ञानमय कोश. If it has freed itself from the annaprana mano, it has capacity to dismantle the delusions, reveal the reality. Beautiful. So let us chant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mantras are there in the Upashama Prakarana introduction. Let us chant it. उपशान्ति प्रकरणं ततः पञ्चसहस्रकम् पंचमं पावनं प्रोक्तं युक्ति संतति सुंदरम् इदं जगत् अहं त्वं च सह इति भ्रान्तिरुत्थिता इत्थं संशाम्यति इति अस्मिन् कथ्यते श्लोकसंग्रहैः. उपशान्ति प्रकरणे श्रुते शाम्यति संस्रुतिः प्रभ्रष्टचित्रसेनेव किञ्चिल्लभ्योपलम्भना शतांशशिष्टा भवति संशान्तभ्रान्तरूपिणी अन्यसङ्कल्पचित्तस्था नगरश्रीनिवासति अलभ्यवस्तुपार्श्वस्थ स्वप्नयुद्धचिरारवा शान्तसङ्कल्पमत्ताभ्र भीषणा शनिशब्दवत् विस्मृत स्वप्न संकल्प निर्माण नगरोपमा भविष्य नगरोद्यान प्रसूवन्ध्यामलाङ्गिका तस्या जिहोच्यमानोग्र कथार्थानुभवोपमा अनुलिखित चित्रस्य चित्रव्याप्तेव भित्तिभूः परिविस्मर्यमाणार्थ कल्पना नगरी निभा सर्वर्तुमत् अनुत्पन्न वनस्पन्धा स्फुटाकृतिः भावि पुष्पवनाकार वसन्तरसरञ्जना अन्तर्लीन तरङ्गौघ सौम्य वारि सरित्समा. Oh बाप रे. You have to be familiar to talk on any text. मैं तो पहली बार पढ़ रहा हूँ सारे, बहुत मुश्किल. Unfortunately for whatever reason the Sanskrit Bhasha Jnana is blocked. Mother Saraswati, Maharshi Patanjali, Panini, all these rishis, Vyakarana Vedas bless us to have thorough Sanskrit Jnanam so that by the time we chant, the literal meaning, the indicated meaning is understood by us as it happens with our mother tongue. That also we should know. Nowadays, children do not know their mother tongue and vocabulary also. But some Vyavaharik they know. Tell them to study their own mother tongue wala Shastra, that their own particular bhasha mein, Vedanta paribhasha, they don't know. Like I belong to one language. So in that language, there is paribhasha is there. Vocabulary is called. Which word is employed for what meaning. So nobody is studying language at all nowadays. That's why the Shastras are becoming so much tough to understand. And Shastra given by any Mahatma in that language alone tastes fully. No taste of Shastra full when it's translated. Though we are struggling for Tulsi Raman. The Awadh log, the way they understand it, which is in that bhasha, others, even people knowing Hindi, may not fully enjoy it. We still try to talk on it, it's okay. So to all our Shastras are in Sanskrit bhasha, if that Jnanam is hard, is with us, Sanskrit bhasha Varigyanam, then so beautifully it is understood. And Vedic Sanskrit bhasha, if you know, then the Veda mantras. Otherwise, they're only bouncers, white balls only to us. Narayana. Now let us see the fifth Upashama Prakarana, what it contains. So Vairagya Prakaranam, Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam, Utpatti Prakaranam, Sthiti Prakaranam. Now Upashama Prakaranam. Fifth Prakarana. Sixth is Nirvana. So देखो, with our few days of attending these classes, there is a text called as Yoga Vaashishtha. It has 32,000 shlokas. It has 6 prakaranas. It's a discussion between Vaashishtha and Ramji in the presence of thousands of saints stages starting from Srinathji and Vyasaji. Namaschara, Mahichara, all Santamatma seated. This is the Mukti giving Jnana, Sakara Vedanta, Upanishad Sara. Do we know all this before we started listening to this? एक नया हमको रास्ता शास्त्र शास्त्र पता चल गया कि नहीं? Now, more deeply, interestingly, if we study, entire Mukti Marga that is taught in that will be understood by us. And if we travel in that Marga, lo, Mukta, how wonderful. Life becomes meaningful. When it is meaningful, it's beautiful. When it is meaningful, it is fruitful. It's joyful, it's cheerful, it is blissful, it is full. Otherwise, it is half empty, not known what to do, what to achieve. And with all efforts, achieved what we thought of. We achieved, but it is all empty again. तो सारा जो emptiness लगातार रहता है till the tattva is known, which is done through such great shastras. In this way, if you see in our Sanatana Dharma, the discussion between the Brahmajnanis and the disciples of that time coming to us in the form of so many shastras. Out of them, maybe 5% are available for us in the printed available form. Not even 5. So much. But they're all there secretly hidden. No shastra gets destroyed. It is in a secret form. As the time for that shastra comes, required by the people of that generation, that shastra comes into limelight. Now the shastra of the Gita is going on all over the world. A time will come where Mahabharata will become famous. Bhagavata also is famous now. Many people do it. Ramayana is also famous going on. But Yoga Vasishtha, Ramayana, Sutta Samhita, such sublime texts, including Upanishads. Upanishads will never become universal, but there will be no period where Upanishads are not taught. Why it will never become universal? Because the universal beings have to be qualified for it. No? सबका और नहीं होता. Everybody is not a fit student for it. It's not everybody's mind. But Upanishad being the basis of moksha and basis of entire other shastra, somewhere, sometime, somewhere, continuously Upanishad will go on going on. We are one example. Last 1700 days, every day we are doing Upanishad. Nowadays तो 4-4 बार होता है. Morning class, युवाओं का class, then तेलुगु में class और अभी पारायण. Krishna Vasudeva. Now, the Upashama Prakaranam. Next, let us do it. Upashanti Prakaranam. Upashama or Upashanti are same. So, Upashanti Prakaranam. Tataha. Tata means after the fourth, The Sthiti Prakaranam is the fifth Upashanti Prakaranam. Pancha Sahasrakam. How many mantras? 5000. So total कितने हुए? 1.5 plus 1000, 2.5 plus 7, 9.5 plus 3, 12.5 plus 5, 17.5. So naturally, the last one, even without saying, we can know it is 14.5. 17.5, 14.14, 32. तो पंचसहस्रकम. So पंचप्रकरणम पंचसहस्र मंत्र. पंचमम पावनम प्रोक्तम. This fifth prakarana, Upashama prakarana, Upashanti prakarana, is said to be pavanam, most pavitra, most purifying. It purifies the sadhaka students. Pavanam proktam. And in this also, yukti santati sundaram. It is sundara, beautiful, because santati means fully spreading everywhere. What? Yukti. है ना, लॉजिक पे कोई बात समझ में आती है ना, उसका मजा ही अलग होता है. So in this more yuktis, maybe akhyanas, drishtantas are in the second seat. In some places only yukti, like the second prakarana. In some of them the akhyanas are, some of them the drishtantas. In this also the yukti is more. Yukti santati sundaram. It is beautiful because of all the yuktis, the logics that are used to explain. But what is Jagat explained in this particular Panchama Prakarana? They say, Ittam Jagat, this entire Jagat, Aham, me, Tvam cha, you, Saha, the other person. So Jagat, Aham, Tvam, Saha. The whole world, I, you, and the third person. So the first person me, the second person you, the third person he, and the Jagat, which is containing all these three, all that is iti Bhranti Utthita, which is being said from the first Prakarana onwards. That it is all projected, maintained only because of Bhranti. That Bhranti Utthita, this Jagat, containing Aham Tvam Saha, me, you, and three, the Pratama, Dvitiya, and Tritiya Purusha, that whole world which is born out of Bhranti, ittam samshamyati. In this process, in this logical approach, with this type of sadhana, samyak shamyati, absolutely it gets quietened, subdued. That Bhranti goes away, along with it, Bhranti janya jagat also dissolves. So, ittam samshamyati, iti. In this way, asmin kathyate shloka sangrahi. In these 5,000 shlokas, with this understanding, with this logic, with this knowledge used, with this sadhana done, this Bhranti Uttita Jagat of Aham Tvam and Idam, which was creating samsara and binding us, samshamyati, gets curtailed. तो जगत का सम्यक शांत कराने वाला ज्ञान इसमें है. सो न रहेगा बास, न बजेगी बांसुरी. Ittam samshamyati. So Brahma Uttita Jagat, which is binding us, in this way gets quieted or eliminated. And that Jagat Bhranti goes away from us. Everything is Satyam. Everything is Brahman. So Ittam Samshamyati iti asmin katyate shloka sangrahi. Therefore, that's why Upashanti Prakarane Shrute, if the Upashanti Prakarana is heard thoroughly, obviously, following by Mananam and understanding, iti Narayana, Upashanti Prakarane Shrute, Shamyati Samsrutihi. The whole samsara gets quieted. There will be no samsara after studying the Upashanti Prakaranas, all the explanations, logics. चाहिए कि नहीं हमको? नहीं नहीं स्वामी जी, संसार शांत हो जाएगा तो बोर लगेगा मुझे. देर आर सम पीपल इन दिस वर्ल्ड, दे कैन नॉट स्टे क्वाइट. देयरफॉर किसी ना किसी को चुगली करके, है ना, दे डिस्टर्ब, इंस्टिगेट समबडी एंड देन दे फाइट फुलफिलमेंट. है ना, उनको चाहिए, जगत चाहिए, संसार चाहिए, लड़ाई झगड़ा चाहिए, हल्ला गुल्ला होना है. I know some people are by this, but others who say, I just want to find the quietness. So Jagat has to be sublimated, subdued. How to do so? Study the Upashanti or Upashama Prakaranam. all the logics will be told to remove the Bhranti Utpanna Jagat. The Jagat Utpatti Hetu Bhranti is removed through the Yukti. Then you will see there is no Jagat in which I have to get caught up or lost. Wonderful. Then it has got some more shlokas. Prabhrashta chitra seneva kinchillabhya phalambhana shatamsha shishta bhavati samshanta bhranta rupini. All these are taking some energy and time. Tomorrow we'll see them. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanam Astu. Nice. थोड़ा थोड़ा पढ़ लो और क्या. नारायण रक्षमा पाहि मां. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तस्य दासरथाय विद्महे सीतावल्लाय नमो ब्रह्माण्डो. ओम श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. योगाश्रम महारामायण शास्त्र की जय. वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य बोलो भाई साहब संतान की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम गोविंद गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मरण. जय जय राम. बोलो वशिष्ठ आदि ब्रह्मर्षि गण की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. कम इन 5 minutes.